In Part 2, we discovered why England introduced the Navigation Act. England wanted complete control over its colonial trade to strengthen its own economy. But these trade laws had unwanted consequences. Let's see how they affected the American colonies' trade, and eventually helped lead to one of history's most important revolution of independence. Under the Navigation Act, American merchants could no longer trade freely with other countries. Most colonial goods had to be shipped on English vessels and passed through England before reaching international markets. England controlled the trade routes, collected duties, and decided who could trade with whom. These restrictions increased shipping costs, delayed deliveries, and reduced profits for colonial merchants. Farmers, traders, and business owners found it increasingly difficult to compete in the world market. While Britain's economy continued to grow, many colonists believed their own prosperity was being sacrificed. As frustration grew, many small merchants began secretly trading with other countries. Smuggling became increasingly common as colonists tried to avoid British restrictions and taxes. Along coastlines and hidden coves, goods were quietly transferred under the cover of darkness. Trade restrictions continued year after year. Trust in British rule slowly faded as more colonists all over the world questioned England's authority. Many believed they were being treated unfairly, with decisions being made thousands of miles away in London without their consent. The growing resentment reached a turning point in 1773 with the Boston Tea Party in North America. After Britain granted the East India Company special trading privileges under the Tea Act, many colonists saw it as another symbol of Britain's economic control. On December 16, 1773, members of the Sons of Liberty, disguised as Red Indians, boarded British ships in Boston Harbor and threw 342 chests of Indian tea into the water from the ship. Britain responded with harsh new measures known as the Coercive Acts, or the Intolerable Acts. Boston Harbor was closed, self-government in Massachusetts was restricted, and tensions between Britain and the colonies reached a breaking point. These events united the British colonies in North America and increased resistance against British rule. In 1775, fighting broke out at Lexington and Concord, marking the beginning of the American Revolutionary War. The Navigation Act was not the only cause, but they were one of the important factors that helped set the stage for the revolution. But North America wasn't the only place affected. In Part 4, we'll discover how this same trade laws reshaped India's trade and economy. Stay tuned. And like, share, and subscribe for Part 4.